Hi, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay, thanks. I love the film and you were amazing on it. So I was wondering, your character is extremely strong, brave, and kind, and I also liked how she tries to protect her siblings even when she's hurt or injured or scared. So what was it like playing someone like her? And did you do any research for this role?
Yeah, definitely. I did a little bit of research on Billy Mansfield Jr., who, the story is sort of based off of. But most of my research, I would say, came from breaking down the script and talking with Warren about really getting into Annie's headspace and tracking her emotional journey throughout the entirety of the film, and more focusing on what she was thinking and feeling and going through rather than researching Billy Mansfield himself, because this film is really told from her perspective and really about her rather than the killer. And I liked what you said about the sibling dynamic, and I think that was one of my favorite parts about Annie is that she is so strong and kind and works to protect the people that she loves, even in situations where her herself is in danger. And I think, especially the developing relationship between me and Breck, who plays Margaret in the film, was one of my favorites because, they start off as opposing forces
Yeah,
and then come together in the end. And I think it was a really honest portrayal of a sibling dynamic, speaking as someone who has a little sister myself.
yeah. And did you already know how to horse ride or drive a car before filming, or did you learn for the film?
I did. I took horseback riding lessons a little bit growing up, and I've always loved horses. So it was something that I was already familiar with. And then in preparation for the film, I did a little bit of a refresher course just to get, because it had been a couple years since I had ridden. So yeah, I was super excited about that aspect of the film because, like I said, I love horses, and it was super exciting to me, to bring that sort of hobby or skill on camera. And I did
That's
already know how to drive too. Yeah.
And did you get to do any of your own stunts in this film or own fight scenes? And did you get hurt or hurt others by accident?
I did do almost all of my own stunts.
That's amazing.
The only thing that I didn't do is there's a scene where Annie falls off the horse onto her back, and that was the only thing that, you know, we let the stunt actors handle because they knew how to do it properly and safely. But everything else I did, I'm a huge advocate of always doing my stunts myself if production allows me. Um, and no, I didn't get hurt at all. It was all safe, and hopefully we made it look like I did get hurt in the film, but I didn't in
Yeah,
real life. So that's
that's
good.
good.
Mhm.
And can you share more about the scene where you're hiding underneath the van and also how you filmed it and were you actually tied up for the other scene where you were tied up? Was that real or was it fake and you could get out easily?
Yeah, so for hiding underneath the van, that I did actually go underneath the van and film it that way. And I find that whenever you're doing a scene that's really physical like that or has some sort of physical component, even if it is just being underneath the van, it really, really helps you as an actress to get into that headspace because physicality, obviously, like your body's going to react if you feel like you're trapped in a space that will affect your performance, and you can learn how to use that to your advantage. And as far as being tied up, I mean, yeah, it was a gag that I could easily get out of, but even still, just having that on your wrists and experiencing that to a small level helps you to get in the mindset of the character for sure.
That's great to hear. And what scene did you find the hardest or most challenging to film? And can you share a funny moment from set or blooper?
Ooh. Um, what was the hardest to film? I think maybe towards the end, some of the scenes in the barn were challenging just because of the nature of what we were doing, without giving too much away, because of
Mm.
the nature of the scene and the conditions of just being in a really like dusty, dirty
Yeah.
wardrobe and area. So that was pretty challenging. And then as far as like bloopers and funny moments, hmm, I'm not remembering any like on camera on set. But I remember going over to Allie's house to eat dinner with the family, right? So Allie, Sean,
Mm.
Breck, Gavin, me, and watching The Goonies for the first time with Sean and just cracking up and having the best time. So that's not necessarily a blooper, but definitely had a lot of funny moments at those family dinners for
It's
sure.
a nice memory. Well, thank you for chatting with me. You were fantastic and amazing in this film. I hope you have a wonderful day and good luck with your future projects.
Thank you so much.